So, this video, in this video I'm gonna say a lot of things. A lot of things, believe me. And for the first time in my life, I'm happy because I'm speaking from my feelings. For the first time, I'm speaking from the soul, as well as in the mind. I've been trying for the last couple of years to sustain the ability to speak through the mind and not through the feelings. Tonight, I'm gonna break that rule. I'll speak both from the soul, from the heart, but as well from the mind. So I'm not gonna fool you. It's not like, you were drunk one night and the morning when you wake up, you're gonna regret everything you say now. It's not gonna be like this from me. Everything comes from the fucking heart and the mind, which leads to revelations. And believe me, you'll find some revelations in this video. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. Do you remember the time when you just saw in the posters that the movies will be coming, and you will be able to see the newest projections, the newest movies? You remember this? It was such a big spectacle. You remember these times? You know, do you remember these times? That's my question to you. Even though I'm not speaking directly to you, I'm speaking to everyone who sees this video. I'm asking a simple question: do you remember the fucking time? Because it seems so far away. I don't remember it anymore. It's only the bliss, the feelings that are left. The memory is getting wiped every fucking day. I remember going to the cinemas, not caring about the popcorn, not caring about the food, the drinks, but what's going on in the movie, what's gonna happen in the movie, and how will it end. Who will die? Who will stay alive? Who will get married? Whatever the fuck is going on in the movie. I cared about the movie. People now go to the fucking movies to sit, eat, and fucking get stupider and fatter by the fucking second. And they're watching a movie, guess what they're watching? They're watching the new fucking Fast and Furious movie. That is the same since the fucking Fast and Furious 3. It doesn't make any sense. You're just wasting your life stuck in a little wall in a fucking four closed room, and you can't do anything about it. The only fucking time you go into civilization, and when you do, you go to the movies to fucking eat and shit and piss. The things you can do anywhere, but you chose to do them in the movies. Why? Because you don't need to pay attention to them. You don't need to make your mind fucking think. No, 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 no. We are fucking apes. We will shit, piss, and drink everywhere. No limits. You yourself set the limits, not other people. What does the law mean? Fuck the law. Fuck everything that it goes with the law. I'm the master myself. That's what you think. That's what is wrong with the fucking society right now. And it's such a simple thing. Movies. What you go there? Watch a movie. Something evolves for your eyes. The only thing that evolves is the fucking shit that is brewing in your stomach. The only thing that is happening right now is you preparing to take a fucking shit the next 30 minutes or the fucking ad break. This is what the movies have become, and this is the fucking future. Oh, and my friend, they'll get only worse. They won't get better. Why? I don't fucking know why. Nobody knows why. If I know why, I'm gonna go there and stop it. I don't have the power. I don't know why. I'm gonna sit here in my fucking little room, and whoever gets lucky to see this video will see this message. Who doesn't will continue down this road. But anyway, why am I throwing on monologue? Such a 40-minute monologue so long. Why I'm not getting to the point? Well, this is the point of the movie. The movie I'm reviewing tonight, more precisely, or this morning, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. The movie is called Marriage Story. Look, let me start by saying from the bat that this movie is perfection. I'm going to tell you why. So, such a simple premise. It's about a messy divorce that these two individuals, Charlie and Nicole, portrayed by Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. So, they're going for a messy divorce. And this divorce leaves them making choices they wouldn't normally make. These choices are affected by other people, more specifically the lawyers and the overcomplicated judicial parenting system. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know the specific. I'm not a lawyer. I'll never be a lawyer. But the law has become too overcomplicated to these things, and the lawyers and the fucking corporate bastards are making these people crumble and attack each other. That they don't really. This is what you see in the end of the movie. This is the revelation you feel. But anyway, let me tell. Let me talk about the acting. The acting is fucking incredible. Scarlett Johansson's best movie by far. I don't think she will top her performance, but I wish the girl all the best to the future. She did an incredible job, and I absolutely applaud her for it. Not many actors can pull out such a role like she did. Fucking incredible. Adam Driver. This is I know he's Kylo Ren in Star Wars, but I've never watched Star Wars. And if you see in my best movies tier list, I explained this in detail why I didn't watch Star Wars. This is the first movie I saw him in, and I was absolutely blown away. I believe this movie was released 2019. Well, this year it was full of amazing movies like Joker, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Little Women, etc., etc. I don't care about the Oscars to be honest anymore. They're just crumbled in my eyes. No justice. Anyway, that's a absolutely different subject, and we don't want to go there. Believe me, we don't. Let me tell you, very few movies, very few, tackle the subject called relatability. When you're asked to sympathize for a character in any movie, not particularly in any movie, when you're asked to sympathize for her or for him, and at the same time, you absolutely have nothing to do with them. You don't know their jobs, you don't know their work, you don't know their character, you absolutely know nothing about them. And at the same time, you're asked to sympathize with them. Well, this movie gets your attention. Unlike many other movies or TV shows that require it, this movie gets your attention in the most simple of ways, making the characters relatable from the first fucking second to the last second of the movie. Believe me. Let me tell you why I think this is relatable. So these parents, because that's what the movie depicts, the parents and their love between each other and their kid, most importantly. This seemed so much like my uh parents' situation when they got separated. And at the same time, Adam Driver, Charlie, I felt like him and he felt like my father at the same time. Two relatable subjects, both tackled in a single character. Scarlett Johansson. She felt like my girlfriend and like my fucking mom, no matter how weird that sounds. Even my ex-girlfriend is called Nicole. If you can believe it or not. Uh, you know, a lot of complications, a lot of things happened. And Nicole, if you're fucking watching this video, thank you for making you stronger in the worst ways possible. So look, there are times when they're so nice to each other. They just don't share their emotions fully. And when they do, they start calling each other fucking bitch, you dumb whore, you cunt, you asshole, you selfish son of a bitch. This is when all the feelings come out. And this is when I thought of myself, oh, I remember this 2 or 3 years ago. I had the same argument with my girlfriend. We were trying to hide all of the anger, all of the emotions, but then it all brewed up to the limit and we just couldn't handle it anymore. We yelled at each other, bitch, we yelled at each other, fucker, you whore, and all of the amazing words that our English dictionary has presented to us, and we use them to their fullest limit. Don't ever think that is wrong, because it isn't. The only flaw I can give this movie is probably because if you're listen, yeah, it's not for everyone. If you're because this movie is very monologish, not slow. This movie is never slow, never slow. But that's my point of view. You may find different. If you're used to action movies, to things like this, you will see the action, but you won't see the guns. You won't see the explosions. These explosions, these guns, are presented to you in a much effective and a different way. Let me explain you to you. Let me explain to you why. Everybody's watched Fast and Furious, even if they didn't wanted to. I was forced to watch it many times. Many of us probably, or probably won't. Maybe you were just crawling for Netflix and you're just saying, "Why the fuck should I give Fast Five a chance, or Fast Three, or Fast whatever the fuck?" Doesn't matter. I watched a lot of Fast and Furious movies. I wouldn't say every single one of them, but enough for me to hate the franchise. And I'm using the word hate with capital letters because I fucking hate Fast and Furious, and I hate Vin Diesel, and I hope he doesn't kill me, by the way. But anyway, that's a whole different subject. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. From the first second I watched this, I was watching this movie, to the fucking last, I felt more thrill, more emotion. One point I was fucking sweating. One point I was crying. One point I was trying to break my television of anger because I felt so relatable to the main protagonists, main characters, not protagonists. They're humans, just like all of us. We're all villainous and, righteous in our own way, but that's another subject. I felt more thrill, more entertainment of watching a married couple getting through divorce than fucking Vin Diesel blowing up skyscrapers, fighting villains, shooting guns non-stop. You see how many things are thrown at you, and at the same time, it's even more boring. It's like it's like they're taking away things from you, not and then at the same time they're really giving things, not knowing that they take. I don't know if this even makes sense, but what I'm saying is modern movies, action movies specifically, like Fast and Furious, like many others, are they're just money printing machines. They don't put love, they don't put care to the movies. Look, I tried to be an actor once. I failed. I'm never gonna be an actor again. Probably. I'm never gonna be a movie critic. I'm never gonna be anything to do with cinemas. Then why a white boy, nearly 15, from Bulgaria, is so disappointed of how the things are going in the movie industry? Why is this little kid, little fucking boy that nobody cares for him? Why is he so upset? Why does he feel so sickened by Hollywood right now? Why? Because I'm a person. Even though sometimes I don't feel like a human, because sometimes people don't speak to me like a human, they speak to me like a fucking animal. And I gotten used to it, unfortunately, in many ways. I'm not the most sane person, but I would not take the things that made me sane in the first place, insane in the first place. They only made me stronger, more self-sufficient, and to rely only on myself and never trust not anyone, but most people who you meet. This is my advice to you. My other advice is for you to watch this movie. Watch it because in your everyday life, you at least once you've experienced the things that the characters experienced. So many times. Look, as I said, Nicole, as my ex-girlfriend Nicole, this is one of the first moments of my life I actually experienced love. And why I'm saying this out public? I have nothing to hide. I'm the most truthful person in the world. You can ask me anything, I can answer you everything. I experienced love with this woman. I know how it is when you get separated. You say things you don't mean. You act like you don't mean to act, but it happens, and you cannot change these things back. And no matter how you feel, no matter how much you love the other person, the circumstances are boiling you away from each other. You're just sailing away into the unknown without her or him. And yeah, this spoiler warning, this is how the movie ends. So the movie starts, let me tell you, the ending and the beginning are very similar. The ending starts how they're both reading their statements of what they like about each other, why they got together in the first place. And the husband writes his very clearly in front of I believe it was a psychiatrist or something like this, yeah, a marriage counselor. But anyway, and he's talking with he means what he says. He isn't lying, but you never hear the Nicole's settlement, Scarlett Johansson's character's statement until the end of the movie, when it's revealed to you that she always loved him and she will always love him in the future. And when he finds this, he tries to read it with his son Henry, and he just couldn't read it. And he was teaching because he was crying. He couldn't even hold his emotions in front of his son. He was crying. But then, out of all the movie, they were teaching Henry how to read, and in the end, Henry finished the last sentence. And the last sentence is, she always loved him, and she will always love him. And then, do they get together, run in the rain, happy, kissing each other? No. It ends like real life. They tap each other on the back, kiss on the cheek. Goodbye, honey. The end of the movie. And it's such a beautiful ending. Why? Because it's true. Why is it funny? Because it's true. Because this happened to me. I know it's true. Because why? Because I'm living in the real world. That's how I know it's true. That's how my relationship ended with my girlfriend. We loved each other. We still fucking do probably. But nothing's gonna change anymore. The circumstances are done. Everything has already been done. You can't bring a time machine to bring back things you said or did. No matter what feeling you have for this person, it's already fucking gone. Well, I know. It's 5 o'clock probably right now in the morning. Yeah, the sun is rising, and I still haven't got into bed. I never could have got into bed if I didn't share you what I think about this movie, or what I think about my opinions in general. So, I really hope you enjoyed this movie. I know I'm not a famous guy. I never was. Probably never will be, who knows? It's not for me to decide. It's for the YouTube algorithm to decide. I have no power of my future, although I'm going to keep I'm going to keep grinding and giving all my fucking heart, sweat, and tears into YouTube. Because you guys are literally my psychiatrists, listening to me, listening to what I've experienced, and listening to my insaneness, no matter how little or much it may seem to you. And for all that, I absolutely thank you. To all of my viewers, even if they're one, even if they're two people, doesn't matter everything. If you watch this video from beginning to end, or just 5 seconds of it, I still thank you with the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart, and from my ripped soul, and from my destroyed feelings. Well, what's in the past is in the past. What's in the future will be in the future. That one thing is certain. Well, as I said, thank you for watching. Oh my god, I nearly didn't give a score to this movie. I'm going to give it 9.7. Me personally, I would give it a 10 out of 10, but from a critic's point of view, there are some things that may have been left out of the movie. There are some just things that overcomplicate the plot, but they're like 5-minute content. If I'm giving a 10 out of 10 to something, I know it has to be perfect to the perfect, nothing wrong, no flaw. Well, there's just a little bit of misconception in the plot, nothing more, and you won't probably even notice it. But it's unfortunately there, and I have to mention it from a critic standpoint. From a fan standpoint, this movie is a straight 10 out of 10. I recommend you watch it from both points. No matter if you're a critic or a fan, you'll enjoy this movie. Believe me. If not for the action sequences, if not for the shooting sequences, because there are none, you would enjoy this movie because you see yourself in these characters. And this is what you wake up to. This is the word you're presented to when you open your eyes in the morning. Well, as I said, hope you enjoyed the movie. I know, I wanted to share a lot of things that are on my chest, and they will still be on my chest. But I had to criticize and talk about the movie in general. Because, after all, this is a review. Well, thank you very much for watching. I can't thank you enough. Thank you is the weakest word in the English dictionary. It changes nothing, it does nothing. It only adds pointlessly, eternally. But I still use it, because that's the only thing I could do right now, is to thank you all. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my craziness, yeah. And I'll see you soon. By soon I mean tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.